Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the fourth set of the StarCraft Strategie.pl versus Reps.ru, part of the Blizzard-sponsored Starfeeder.com 2 versus 2 fan site tournament. And this is going to be on Python, so I guess I'll map reveal just for a second. See, Python. Reveal, I love Python. Really quick, the teams: mOsQ starting at the 12 o'clock position, InRain at the 6 o'clock position, so Zergs at the polar 12 and 6, Vodkos at the 3 o'clock position, and InRain at the 8 o'clock position, or I'm sorry, mOsQ at the 8 o'clock position, and so dual Zerg here actually. So yeah, I'm sorry, that's Atomic. I just totally botched that. So mOsQ and Atomic going dual Zerg this time, and there's been a lot of people say that dual Zerg is kind of overpowered in 2 versus 2, especially on certain maps. Apparently, back in the MSL, OSL, Pro League, whatever day, there was this 2v2 team that absolutely, I never watched a lot of the 2 versus 2 stuff. And again, not my expertise. There was a Zerg team that was just overwhelmingly powerful. They're brothers, I guess, or something like that, and they basically banned having just a Zerg team, or I think any dual race team since. So we'll see if they'll be able to kind of cap it out. Looks like dual Zerg here. In the meantime, we'll see if we see I don't know what kind of double strategy we'll see here. It looks like we're seeing a 9 pool. I'm sorry, I take that back. We could see anything on either side in the meantime. Looks like both producing an Overlord first. And it looks like Vodkos in the meantime, we'll probably see him do the dual gateway thing. I think he'd be better off actually blocking off his front door as best he can. Looks like he does have the gateway to provide some sort of defense. So you can see a probe going to come up and scout. And it looks like actually we're going to see interesting. So going going for a 12 pool build here. Let's see if we're going to see a 12 pool build on the opposite side. Still no pool on the opposite side. Now a pool. So yeah, 12 pool on the opposite side with gas. So going for, again, a kind of a Zergling harass build. Gas also being built here. Let's see what's up in InRain space. Getting a pool as well as this gas. So speed Zergling from all the, and a 2-gate. So 2-gate Zealots plus speed Zerglings versus 2 sets of speed Zerglings. And we'll see who will be the better person, who will win out. Going to be a fat micromanagement battle, and probably going to end fairly quickly here, because man, a lot of small. I mean, yeah, whenever you have 2 Zergs in the mix, I think it always ends quickly, no matter what. Probe still in there harassing, seeing the gas being collected. Spawning pool is now up. And gas is now being harvested. Looks like a single set of Zerglings being produced in the meantime. 4 Zerglings being produced, and it looks like another hatchery going down. Sort of, it looks like, yeah, in kind of a defensive position for InRain. So InRain thinking about more of a long, and a second hatchery down actually out in the field for who's that? I'm trying to remember which Zerg is which now. For Atomic. So Atomic putting a second hatchery down. He needs to be careful about that, because if StarCraft Strategie.pl ends up scouting that out, that could be big trouble. A couple Zerglings being produced in the meantime. Looks like 6 Zerglings. So he's going to basically rely on the and a second hatchery now in the meantime. Again, on a defensive position for mOsQ as well. But it's going to be hard to defend both this hatchery and his main against speed upgraded Zerglings along with the Zealots. So it looks like a couple Zealots moving to the south here. The same team. They're going to gather up here, and it looks like they're both deciding to defend InRain space for the moment. 2 Zealots in the meantime camped at the ramp. A couple Zerglings pushing down. Looks like both sets of Zerglings going to head for Vodkos' base, but it looks like more results being produced, and plus the ramp I think will be okay. Looks like no, they're gonna shift now, and unfortunately play right into StarCraft Strategy.pl's hands. That Zealot plus the grouping of Zerglings, they're going to be in a very strong position. We're probably going to wait for that speed upgrade before they move out, and for that creep colony to go down. But again, as soon as that speed Zergling combination goes out, speed Zergling looks like it's finishing across the board with everyone. A third hatchery going down, so being a little bit greedy, I feel like, going to rely on a lot of Zerglings out in the field to kind of just say, hey, we can take the kind of the path. We're going to have more units on the ground, and you're going to be in a defensive stance, and we're just going to take over the map in the meantime. Both get our secondaries down, but in the meantime, that's going to create a big difference as far as Zerglings produced per player, and also if both Vodkos and InRain just keep pumping Zealots. Looks like a gas down in the meantime, though, so going for getting a Forge and a Cybernetics core, actually, so this might actually pay out here. Weapons 1 upgrading here. A couple Zerglings pushing out, but yeah, if they decided to push in, I think they'd be able to take out at least a hatchery here on either side. We'll see how it goes. Third hatchery, or I'm sorry, another creep colony going down, so making sure on a very defensive position. And so yeah, and this might actually work out for Reps.ru. We'll see, because it doesn't look like StarCraft Strategy.pl is pushing out. They've got a 5 Zealots and a cannon down. Looks like actually Interesting. Gonna find some minerals out here. Uh, I was thinking about taking the secondary, but no, just gonna mine some minerals and come right back. Interesting. But a large amount of Zerglings here out in the field, just to kind of maintain the defensive position here. Another Overlord pushing out. It sees the secondary, and we'll see if that changes the kind of the mood. Looks like an Extractor continuing going down, a Hydralisk Den going down. So interesting. We're going to see a Hydralisk Zergling combination maybe. Hydra Mutalisk. Looks like the layer is being upgraded for Atomic. I'm sorry, is that Atomic or mOsQ? mOsQ. So mOsQ thinking probably about going Spire and going Hydralisk, I guess. In the meantime, Spire's already up, and we've got the Mutalisks. So Mutalisk Hydralisk versus Mutalisk, and we'll see what's going on in the meantime. Stargate going down, so Corsair's going to be produced, as well as a Citadel. So Zealot Corsair. So Zealot Corsair plus Mutalisk Zergling versus Hydralisk Mutalisk. Interesting. This should make an interesting combination here. Not to say it's completely uncalled for, but it's just a little unorthodox. Not what I'm used to 2 versus 2, but again, I don't have a ton of 2 versus 2 experience. And this big grouping of Zerglings now getting caught in the open. This is what I was worried about a little bit for Reps.ru, because it looks like, yeah, as you can see, they're going to win this fight. And now both secondaries, both players need to worry about that secondary, as you can see, trying to get the creep colonies down, but I don't think they're going to be in time for either. It looks like only a single creep colony going down to the background. It looks like an evolution chamber with Carapace going down to the background. And yeah, as you can see, Zergling's starting to pour in, and he doesn't even have his ramp blocked. And because he doesn't have his ramp blocked, I think those Zerglings are going to be able to kill, first of all, this Zergling force and push right into the main if they feel like it. Let's see if he decides to do that. Yeah, he's probably going to pour into the main. We'll see. It looks like no, actually, he's just going to take that creep colony down, worry about the secondary, pushing in with a lot of Zealots. A couple Zerglings coming in for defense. Still not enough to fight this ground force off, so they're not even going to be able to go into that endgame. I'm sorry, that Mutalisk Hydralisk combination here. Yeah, just going to end up losing the secondary. It looks like. Tried to get that. He was thinking about capping that second gas, but not going to be able to. Now a couple Zerglings. Looks like that ramp was capped off by those 2 Zerglings. But yeah, it's just not going to be enough between the 2 defense to defend basically all this right here. Everything down here is essentially a loss in my opinion. We'll see. It looks like a scout being produced. Wow. A scout being produced in the meantime. Going to go and harass here at the 12 o'clock position. Going to hit the Spire. The Spire not even up yet. In the meantime, looks like, yeah, the drone's coming off and just running drones out. Not even running them. It looks like he's just going to try to flee to atomic space. I'm sorry, to mOsQ space. This is Atomic getting the breach here. As you can see, yeah, Zergling's pushing in, and that's why, yeah, you got to worry about that going for the expansion down below, because, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Going to lose everything here. He's just running. He's going to try to flee to the north. The scout able to take out, and wow, it looks like Strategie.pl actually going to win out. Looks like all the overlords were killed because there's no air defense here by that single scout. I can't believe that. Scout being produced, taking out all those overlords, and now just has free reign. Yeah, free reign to the north. We'll see if more scouts are coming in. And now, yeah, that's GG. mOsQ and Atomic quitting out. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Looks like StarCraft. Congratulations to StarCraft Strategy.pl, the champions of the Blizzard-sponsored Starfeeder.com 2 versus 2 tournament. I know Starfeeder's planning another tournament. I'm not sure if it's for StarCraft 2 or what's going on, but I know there's a second one in the works. If you go to Starfeeder.com, you can check that out. Crazy game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening, and once again, yeah, check out sc2gg.com, StarCraftStrategy.pl, reps.ru, Starfeeder.com, and of course Blizzard.com. All awesome guys. Great sites. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think that's it for Starfeeder.com at the moment. I'll get Yankee League up immediately after this, and then yeah, get back to the MSL OSL.